Saying that, we're reacting to clips that chat are sending in chat. This could go either really badly or really well, because it could be either a pay going or just a nice video to watch. Okay, this is an interesting video. I accidentally came during a job interview. Let me just do a little scan through the video just in case.
Hi everybody. I had a job interview today.
Fucking hell, bro. To make it worse, it looks like he's going through fucking chemo, bro. And I know he's not. I know this is a choice. I know this is a choice.
I came in my pants during the interview.
What?
I have struggled my entire life with ADHD and
So you decided to cover
anxiety and bipolar disorder.
Fucking hell, pick a struggle.
I've spent
Fuck's sakes, bro. Pick a struggle, anxiety, ADHD, and fucking some other shit. On top of that, he's got a fucking wanking disorder. He's got like narcolepsy, but for bussing. Fuck's sakes, bro.
so long trying to figure out how to manage my symptoms so that I can actually be a normal person on a day-to-day basis. And it seems like everything I do doesn't work. I was addicted to Xanax for so long and it ruined my life.
Well, not everything you do doesn't work. Your dick clearly worked because you fucking busting your pants in the interview. So I'm saying, chat, I hate guys that lie.
I just felt like everything I did somehow made it worse. And now the one thing that I thought worked clearly doesn't. Basically, I figured out at a very young age that if I was anxious and I was insecure, then the way that in the moment I could sort of calm myself down and make myself focus and make myself more confident.
Don't say busting or not. Please don't say busting or not.
Was to make myself horny, basically.
Okay.
So,
fuck's sakes,
you know,
bro.
thinking
Genuinely,
about
bro.
something sexy.
This man like this, bro. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? To wank or to not wank? That's the question. What a wanker. Oh my days. You know, the worst thing is, he looks like a ball sack as well. I should have seen this coming, chat. I should have seen this coming. Fuck's sakes, bro.
See, to the point where I would get physically aroused. So I would, you know, like get a chubby or that sort of stuff. And most of the time it went fine. You know, it would actually work really well because what it does is it sort of makes it's sort of like a natural medication, because when you get horny, the chemicals that your brain releases are, you know, you have dopamine and adrenaline and those sorts of things, and that's very similar to the medications that you would actually take for anxiety.
He's a narcoleptic busser. That's weird, chat.
So I figured I was just gonna do.
So it's like, oh, it's like, oh, you see when like, fuck it, some people who are narcoleptic, they'll be like, oh, I'm scared. Let me fall asleep. This guy's like, oh, I'm scared. Let me bust a nut. That's weird. I don't care what you say. Chat. No, everyone's all different, but this is fucking weird. This is odd. It's an odd thing to happen. Odd. Who sent me this video? I'm banning you. YS2127. Write his name down. We'll do it after the stream.
That and it would be fine, but I got to the interview and
one second.
I started having a pain.
One second. Let me move my camera to the top left, chat, because it's a bit more convenient if it's. Oh no, wait. I'll make it a bit smaller as well.
Panic attack as usual in my car, and I pulled out my phone and I started looking at porn.
Oh my god, why?
And whacking it, basically.
Mid-interview!
because that really helps when I have a panic attack. It helps me. And I guess that was my first mistake. I sort of got
Bro, the worst thing is that, as shit as it sounds, this is real shit. Fuck, bro. I hate to relate it, but I can. Fuck's sakes, chat. Bro, you know when you're distressed and your mind is not at ease, and you're feeling all incapacitated by your thoughts and shit. So you just tug one out. It's like a lockdown. Eat out to help out. Tug out to help out, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Guys go therapy, but that costs money. A tug is free. You know what I'm saying, chat? Bro, at the end of the day's got to end, chat.
head start before I went in.
Because, chat, sometimes you remember that in life, sometimes in life there's no juice in the orange. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes life is just taking it out of you, bro. There's no juice in the orange sometimes, chat. Sometimes you just gotta tug one out.
You know, so I go in and it starts off okay. You know, the receptionist is very nice. I'm waiting for the guy to come out who's going to interview me, and I sort of start preparing my fantasy that I'm going to focus on through the interview. So it's for me usually that's stuff like cucking and pet. Well, I don't know.
What?
I don't need to get into it, but
Wait,
you know what I mean. For me, usually that's that I'm going to focus on through the interview. So it's and I sort of start preparing my fantasy that I'm going to focus on through the interview. So it's for me usually that's stuff like cucking and
okay, so
pet. Well, I don't know. You know.
So you. Sorry, 1 second, chat. So while you're in the interview, you imagine yourself cucking to stay focused. This is that master prestige platinum post nut clarity. Fuck me. Don't. I shouldn't say that because he might. So don't. But still. Okay, chat. Some of you, man, are moving absolutely insane, chat. Chill the fuck out. Mindset of a great victim. Okay, chat, you need to chill. Chill the fuck. Okay. I'm passing because I take uni seriously. Fuck you mean. Good, she like you for real.
But you know what I mean. Everybody has sort of their little things.
What the fuck?
Like.
Where are these fucking bogeys coming from, bro?
Sorry, I'm a mess. I just have been crying all day since.
You're a bitch. Is what you are. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Blink if you're a bitch. Told you, knew it.
The guy comes out, and I have to kind of, because I don't want to stand up and then have a, boing thing happen. So
I'm not trying to poke him in the eye. I understand that.
So I stand up and I say hello. I shake his hand. Blah blah, and it starts going well. We make small talk.
His head is awfully shaped like a prostate, isn't it? Interesting. Interesting.
And we go into the interview room, and
spit out.
Fine. But then the first thing that happened that sort of made it go worse was that on the website they advertised the position as being fully remote. But then in the interview he said that actually I had to come in 3 times a week still. And I started to get... Normally I probably would have just said, okay, whatever, but this, I really didn't want to come in because, like I said, I have debilitating anxiety and social scrap. So I looked for a remote position on purpose so that I would be able to be easier for me to work. So I wanted to confront him about this. And because my anxiety was getting worse and increasing, I had to sort of make I had to get more aroused. because
What
it's
the
like if that
fuck?
goes up, then this has to go up, right?
Okay,
So,
yeah.
So I
Okay.
was thinking more about my fantasy, and then also I was there was a desk there,
Yeah.
so I started kind of working.
Bro, his mind is like a price of elasticity graph. Bro, he's got one thing going up there, one thing going up there, and he's got a desk that's coming across straight. Fucking hell, bro. Where's the point of break even? Just bust a nut. Fuck, bro. I swear this guy's pissing me off now. This guy's pissing me off. This guy's pissing me off now.
Myself, you know what I mean? I know that when I'm explaining it right now, it sounds bad, but you have to understand that most of the time nobody would find out, right? And you also have
You'd
to
hope
understand
so.
how difficult it is. I don't think most
You'd fucking hope nobody would find out. You'd fucking hope. See what I'm saying? They always say speak to someone. No, sometimes keep it to yourself. Sometimes keep it to your fucking self, bro. Bro, like he did it to posters on YouTube. Now I just know that he gets horny when he's anxious. Bro, what the fuck, man?
most of you know how difficult it is to have anxiety and panic disorder and ADHD and probably autism. I don't even know.
You're 100%. You're 100% autistic. 100%.
Like every single. So it's debilitating. So I try to do anything I can to feel better. And if this is what in a capitalist system, I do anything and anything to
Where did we
survive in capitalism.
Where did we get to capitalism? So I'm saying, chat, he's brain dead. Chat, he's fucking brain dead. He's brain dead. Where did we get to? Chat, he's got severe brain trauma or something. Where did we get to capitalism? He just said he was getting a boner, and then so he said getting a boner helps him survive against capitalism. What does that mean? This shit is so relatable. Chat, genuinely. Oh my days. Vivi, genuinely, bro. Gush, I'll Vivi him back onto the call. The stream was more enjoyable when it was on call. Okay.
So yeah, I was under the table. Yeah. And he says, so I asked him, so you advertise the position online as being a remote position, but now you're saying that it's not. And he said, well, I don't know what we said online. Sometimes that stuff isn't accurate. So I said, whatever. And I moved on because now I'm not even sure I want this job anymore, but maybe, that's the type of thing where maybe we can figure it out later. And then he asked me about my last job, which obviously I got fired from. If you watch
had a
my
boner.
recent videos. So,
Okay, watch him. What's the last one then?
I was trying to figure out a way that I got really nervous trying to figure out a way that I could say what happened, but also not, if he called my old boss and asked what happened, I didn't want to have lied, but also I want to explain it in a way that it doesn't sound that bad and seems, reasonable and hopefully makes him not want to call the people. So
You're frustrating me as well, you prick.
I don't know. I mean, I sort of was not aware exactly of. I was trying to kind of keep myself under control, but I was also I felt myself all of a sudden, it kind of snuck up on me. I felt myself kind of all of a sudden go over the point of no return, right? And so I felt it happen, and I was kind of like, and I tried to pretend to have a coughing fit, because you can try to act like nothing's happening, but on a certain level, something's gonna happen. So I'm trying to go like, and I must not have done a very good job, I guess, because afterwards he looked at me very strangely and he was like, is everything okay?
What?
And then I just kind of broke down and I said, no, it's not. It's not okay, because I know that it's not your fault, but nothing in my life is going right at all. And it feels like everything I do to try to make it better just makes it worse and ruins my life more. So no, it's not okay. And at this point, I knew that the interview was over and we were past the point of no return. And
why are you always past the point of no return? He said that phrase like 6 times already. Like it gets to a point where you just gotta find out what the fuck makes you anxious. Either that or cut your wood off, because you just get on boner way too often around me as well. Like we're not even in the same country, state, continent, but I don't even want to fucking know you. Why are you always hard? Why is he always getting a boner? At the end of the day got a fucking end. At the start of the day, there isn't time to play. I am hearing him out. No, Gush, you aren't being ethical about this. What fucking ethics is not fucking morally correct, is it? What? Oh, I'm scared. What? Ah! Why? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? How? Nah, Gush, you changed. What? Because I don't understand a man get a fucking boner when he's anxious. What? He's basically implying that you should add me back to the call. Alright, what the fuck even is this? This is one of the worst videos I've ever watched in my life. Genuinely. From the bottom of my fucking heart. Bro, this is one of... Bro, oh, you know what? From the bottom of my ballsack, because he was getting hard. So, let's refer it to him. From the bottom of my ballsack, this is one of the worst videos ever. Imagine you were in the interview. Imagine you were the interviewee. I would have shot him by now. It's in America as well. I would have had the right.
Crying. And I stood up to, I said, you know what, I gotta, or, you know, we talked a little bit for a formality, but then eventually I said, okay, I think alright, that's, you know, and I stood up, and there's a...
You poked him in the eye?
There's a big...
Fucking hell, man.
There was a... It was obvious what happened.
Oh, fuck you. Need a fucking drink. Need a drink. What's this about? Did he... Nah, the teacher cracked him. Shit, I wish it was my old French teacher and me. How the fuck did an interview get you that excited? That's the thing, he wasn't excited, he was fucking anxious, so he bust a nut. It was weird.
And I shook his hand because I didn't know what else to do. What am I supposed to do? I just shook his hand and I ran out so that before the receptionist could see me or anybody else in the office, but I'm sure they all saw me. And I just kept waiting in my car and cried all day.
Of course they fucking noticed you. Imagine he saw a bold fucking... Imagine he saw a fucking bullsack running across the room with a boner. Just fucking underneath at least. Trying to fucking exit the fucking interview room like this. Fucking knocking everyone out. Fucking hell. Wood like a limbo stick. Fucking prick. his dick would have been flaccid because he would have just bust. This is what I'm saying. You're even putting too much thought into this. The fact you're giving this much time a day.
That's just the latest thing that's happened to me that has been totally horrible. I just hope one day my life gets good. Because I can't do this anymore. I can't live like this.
Bro, chat, 5 subs and I'll do this video myself. I'll try and make some shit like this.
I can't.
Gush, you're selling. You're running about with a guitar on your date, you Indian pan shot. Shut the fuck up. Get him on stream. I'm gonna analyze it and write an essay if you want. Go on, do it. John Drashovi let himself go through. Mum's life, bro. 1.4 million. Impossible to scroll past the title. Like grandma, like son. Look, what the fuck? Don't beat yourself up about it too hard, bro. Don't beat yourself up about it too hard, bro. I'm starting to question my algorithm, bro. Manager Wilkes, thanks for coming. never held a secret in his life, bro. Alright, so when can you start? I already finished. You should be happy. At least you came to the interview on time. You're hired. I've never seen someone so excited to work here. Not a single one of us searched for this. Now, if you search for this, you're wrong, bro.